Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to use the Soundcloud Manager unfavourite functionality. You can find this functionality under the unfavourite menu icon as indicated by this menu icon at the top. Now, to use this functionality, you will simply need to select the account you would like to use and at the very least click the unfavourite button. The program will go off to the Soundcloud website, scrape all the tracks that have been favorited by this user and unfavorite them. If you'd like to specify the maximum number of tracks to unfavorite, you can use the control here. You can also specify the random pause to use after each favorite action by using the minimum and maximum pause delay controls here. If you have a specific list of tracks you would like to unfavorite, you can enter the file path to that file here, or select it using the select button here. For this example, I will be unfavoriting just 100 tracks, and I do not care to pause after each action. The user I'll be using, as can be seen here, has favorited a little over 4,100 tracks. So now all we have to do is click the unfavorite button. The action will be created and added to the processing tab, where to start things running we simply click the run button. As always, if we double click an action, we can see a real-time log of what is happening in the background. We can see our account has logged in, the program has gone to the website and found a value for the track favorited. I will just reload the page. If you are not logged in, sometimes Soundcloud will show you a cache page, so there could be a discrepancy between what the website reports as I'm not logged in and what the program reports once it has logged in. But in this instance we can see that it is correct, 4,074. So after that scrape has been carried out, the program will then pull the favourite web pages to find out the exact URLs that have been favorited. Whilst that runs, I will just show you through some other unfavoriting functionality that can be found from the scrape tab. Here you will find the scrape options for scraping user favorited tracks. You will see there is a scrape tracks button and a version 2 tracks button, or a v2 tracks button. Scrape tracks will use the classic Soundcloud website, which we can see here, and it will go to the favorites page and then step through all the paginated pages, as we can see here, all 407 of them. The v2 tracks or version 2 tracks button will use the next Soundcloud or version 2 Soundcloud website. If your user has favorited over, I believe around 15,000 tracks, then the classic Soundcloud website will not work. There is a bug with the Soundcloud site. If a user has favorited around or over the 15,000 track mark, then the website is unable to display any favorited information. If the website doesn't display it, then the program cannot scrape it. In this instance, you will need to use the v2 tracks. The next Soundcloud website can return a maximum of 8,000 tracks that have been favorited. So if you wanted to scrape those 8,000, you could then unfavorite those tracks and then scrape another 8,000, so on and so forth. Okay, we will go back to the processing tab and see how our process is going. As we can see, the scrape is completed and the program is now unfavoriting all the tracks. So far we're on the 47 mark. So all being well, if I come back to my profile, we we should see that that number has now updated. So we can see, I believe we were on 4,070 something, we're now down to 4,025. So that's how you use the Soundcloud Manager software to unfavourite tracks. If you have any questions regarding this functionality or any other functionality within the application, please come to our web forum at rootjazz.com/forum. Here you can find other tutorials, hints and tips and guides on how to get the most out of the Soundcloud Manager program. Thank you very much for listening.